Hey everyone, welcome to Three Guys with Movie. I'm Angus,
I'm Zach.
and we saw First Reformed, new movie starring Ethan Hawke.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of it?
I loved it. So far, it's my favorite movie of the year. Very well acted. Very depressing.
Yep.
Just a bit of a heads up. It is not a happy movie at all.
Not fun.
But it's got a good. I don't want to say good message, but it's like its message is very well told,
I'd say
well
it has
structured.
a good message. There's, it's trying to educate you on something.
Yeah. Okay. It's very well structured and well told. I know you kind of have problems with the ending, but
Yeah.
for me personally, I thought everything worked really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like at first, when I first saw it, I kind of like, oh, I don't know, that kind of felt weird. But thinking about it afterwards, everything really worked really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one of a gripe I kind of have with it is that it's written and directed by Paul Schrader, who also wrote Taxi Driver, and there's a lot of similarities to Taxi Driver and how it's structured.
Yeah.
So I kind of noticed that throughout the movie. So I think if you have seen Taxi Driver, kind of watching it, you kind of know where it's going near during the third act.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I still found performance-wise, it was really, really good. Both Ethan Hawke and Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, no, all the performances are great.
Cedric the Entertainer is
Yeah.
really good in this movie.
All the performances are great.
I know he's mainly a comedian and stuff like that, but I've never really seen him do anything dramatic. But he really sold it, and really, really well done.
Yeah. Well, I think on a technical level too, this movie's gorgeous.
Absolutely.
To look at. The one thing that I would say in that regard, though, is I kind of wish this movie was shot on film. It's one of those movies where while watching it, I almost wish that it was shot on film, because it seems like the type of movie that would look better that way. In terms of just the setting and everything, I feel like it would look a lot better on film. I don't know, it's dumb, it's not really a complaint. It's just sort of like a thing where I sort of noticed that I was like, this would look awesome if it wasn't digital. But it still looked really good anyway.
I didn't really know, I didn't think that really took away from it at all.
Not at all. I wasn't saying it in that way. I was just saying it might look better with sort of a film grain on it. But I really enjoyed the movie on a technical level, on an acting level, all that. I get the message it was going for. It reminded me a lot of Mother, which I already told you. They both have the exact same message, pretty much.
I personally think this one did it a much, much better way.
And I feel the opposite way. But my main issue, I guess, with this movie is just that I didn't connect with it in any way. I got what it was doing. I wouldn't say that I was drawn a blank and was just like, huh? And that's why I didn't get it. I get what it was doing. It just didn't work for me, I guess. It didn't click. And the closest comparison I can make is Terrence Malick's Tree of Life, where when I was watching it, I totally got what the movie was trying to do. I got it, and I read all the reviews of people absolutely loving this movie and all that stuff. And I was like, I get why you love it. Just personally didn't click for me.
Yeah.
I think it's incredibly well made. It's just lacking that personal connection of some sort that I needed to have for it, because it's not entertaining enough for me to purely enjoy it on that level, but it's also not like engaging enough in a way that I want to keep digging into it. In the way as I guess I could compare this to You Were Never Really Here, because the two of them both function very heavily on sort of leaving the audience to fill in the blanks on a lot of events that happen in the film.
I'd say You Were Never Really Here does it much, much more.
Oh yeah, no, that one leaves a lot more blanks. But I'm just saying they both do it, and I personally connected with You Were Never Really Here a lot more.
Okay.
In terms, I felt like I got more of it, and I felt the need to watch it again. This one I do kind of want to watch it again, but it's not in the same way where I'm like, oh, I want to watch that right now just so that I can figure out what was going on here, here, and here. This one's more like I feel like I already get it. So I don't know if I would get anything more out of it on rewatch.
I think I could.
I might like it more on rewatch. I don't know. Now that I know what it is, maybe there won't be an element of, I guess, disappointment, if that's the right word, if that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I guess this movie just sort of wasn't what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't really what I was expecting either, but I blew my expectations out of the water. But I guess comparing it, we were saying with rewatching it again, maybe you might pick on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't probably watching this again. I wouldn't necessarily go into it and be like, oh, I kind of got, like you were saying, I kind of got what I was going for. Maybe there's different things I might have picked up, But just like, I guess watching it, knowing the final outcome, I might be able to enjoy the narrative more. Even though I loved it, like I might be able to just relax and just take everything in.
Yeah, I remember I told you this when we first saw it. But I really liked this movie. I just didn't like the ending. That was like my one issue with it. Was just I was so into this movie, and then the last, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes happened, and I was sort of like, that took me out of it completely. And this was a movie where you were saying it got better for you the more you thought about it. The more I thought about this, I started to like it a little less. But I definitely don't dislike it anyway. Like, this sounds like I'm being really negative, but I still really like this movie, and I would recommend it to everyone. It's just, it's a difficult movie for me to figure out how I feel about it. Like, my opinion keeps sort of fluctuating on it the more that I think about it and whatever. Like,
yeah, like I guess like I kind of already said it already, but like my main negative was like with I guess the ending sort of, but not in like how like it didn't work for me. I think it worked for me. It's just like I kind of knew what was going to happen because
I kind of wish it went somewhere else.
Like yeah, maybe.
Like there was I guess there's one thing that I really liked that this movie did in terms of there's a lot of religious themes and environmental themes and stuff like that that are very heavy-handed, but like not in a bad way. Like I know when people use the term heavy-handed, it sounds negative, but that's not what I mean.
I thought it was really well done. It was
used effectively.
Yeah.
But there's like certain ones, like I really like the fact that his own sickness and the Earth's sickness are sort of intertwined in one, in the sense that like he refuses to accept his own health until he starts paying attention to the health of the world around him, and that's what makes him sort of go to the extreme end. And I like that stuff like that was done, which was I was kind of hoping it was going to end with some sort of suicide bombing type thing. I was actually kind of hoping it was going to go there. Because they kept hinting at it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would have been totally cool with it if that's where it went. And the fact that it sort of ducked out of that sort of felt weird to me. Like, I don't know.
Well, he didn't want to kill Amanda Seyfried's character.
No, I know. I get
ruin
that.
This new life that could
Yeah.
maybe change.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's like she was pregnant and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like, it's just one of those things. I don't know necessarily what I would pitch to replace what happened at the end, but I just kind of wish it went somewhere else, because that didn't really work for me.
I think it worked. It's just like, I've already said it a couple times, it's just like I knew where it was kind of going just because it is very similar to how Taxi Driver's ending was kind of like structured. No, all in all, I loved the movie. I thought it was really, really good.
And Ethan Hawke in this is probably one of my favorite performances of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's definitely up there. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but he's definitely one of the best ones I've seen this year. Yeah, I guess want to do numbers on this one real quick?
10 out of 10. It's my favorite movie of the year so far. Very sad, depressing movie, but I really it told the story, and I really felt what the character was going through. I really connected with the character in the sense of like I felt what he was like, his pain and stuff like that, and what he was going through. Really, really well done, really well structured, really well paced. Everything really, really well done.
Yeah, like I said, I think this movie is really well made and really well acted, and I did really like it. It's just mainly the ending that I draw issue with. So for that reason, I'll say like 8. Okay. 8 out of 10. That could go up to maybe an 8.5 on rewatch, but I'm just going to leave it at an 8 for now. And yeah, so recommendation from both of us. Definitely bigger recommendation from you.
Yeah.
But
also, I really like Amanda Seyfried's character. I really liked her.
No, she was really, really good, yeah. I guess that wraps it up.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter, Letterboxd, all that. It'll be down in the description below, and we'll catch you next time.